I want to touch on the topic, AJ and Elijah. I know I heard you both said that you're seniors and you're moving into the college era of your life, which is a very uncertain time. From my recollection, I just graduated in May with my degree in psychology from SF State. So that it was a 12-year journey for me. I graduated high school in 2008. So I'm 30 now, and it took me 12 years to get that degree, man. Let me tell you how uncertain that was. That's why it took me so long, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the world. The process was the adversity, and I constantly had to refine myself. I constantly had to find out who I'm really made of. I got these bad grades, and I almost dropped. I dropped out of college twice, actually, just because I got straight D's and F's, and I didn't think it was really for me until I actually just gave myself that gut check. Like, you know what? To set a good example for your family, you need to get your education, and I need to buckle down and do it. And I just expunged all my bad grades and started from the bottom, math and English, learning how to add and subtract and read and write. And it took me 6 years from that time to get my bachelor's degree. And that was the process. That was the uncertainty. And look at what I've been able to become and develop myself into. Enough about me, though. Tell me about how uncertain you guys feel about the next step in college, and how are we going to approach that? How are you guys going to approach that?
Yeah, that's a huge journey you took. I don't have a huge backstory like that, but not yet. But yeah, I'm starting off giving myself goals now at this time. Like, I feel like if you set small goals and then look back on those goals that you've achieved, it'll give you a lot of hope and help you drive and push forward. So that's what I'm starting with. So first, I'm going one step at a time, apply for the colleges. Then once I get accepted into a few, then choose the college and then go to college. I'm not thinking like, oh, okay, I'm going to get the degree and then I'm going to get this certain job because I don't know where I'm going to be at. Or, I hear a lot of people switching majors. So we'll see. I'm not saying that I will, but you never know. So I'm not really going to set huge goals. I'm going to go one step at a time with it. I feel like it'll relieve a lot of pressure too, off of the subject of college and education as well.
I like that. Yeah, staying focused on one thing at a time and not focusing on things you can't control, because you don't know what job you're going to get after you get your education. Your mind may change 100 times by the time you get through college. So it's great that you already have that insight already, AJ. And you know what? It's going to find you. That's what my degree did. It found me. I didn't find it. But Elijah, what are your thoughts, insight?
Speak into existence. That's something that I live by. Speak it into existence. I'll say it one more time. Speak it into existence. And so, me, a big part of myself is I wasn't confident. I've struggled with confidence quite a bit until this year. And then with COVID taking place and me being a student athlete, when I play soccer, recruiting has been super tough. And being comfortable with the uncertainty was really hard for myself, because you're reaching out to these schools and you're waiting for something to get back, and then you find out that seniors have an extra year due to the circumstances of COVID. So it took some time to reflect and to remind myself that to continue to speak to existence and it shall come, and also remind myself there's more than one route to get to your goal. And I feel like that's what a lot of people forget, is that there's more than one way to get to your goal. And sometimes you might have to deal with that uncomfortable feeling and that uncertainty, but for the greater purpose. And that's what I've learned so far. And coming now to the final wire, I've been getting a lot of hits from schools, and those first few months, I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what to do. Can I do this? I almost quit playing soccer my senior year. I wasn't doing good, and that uncertainty was really getting to myself. Just a reminder that take it one step at a time, like AJ said perfectly. Taking it one step at a time. Writing down your goals. I believe that people need to write down goals, and people always say, but writing it down and having them right in front of your face, it's gonna remind you. At the end of the day, it's okay to struggle. Don't be afraid to struggle. Struggle is good. Not everything in life comes easy, but taking one step back is also good as well. Can't always go forward without taking a step back sometimes to reflect. And that's the way that I've dealt with my uncertainty, and it's helped me through my journey.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, wow. Just
Right.
wow, that's
Right.
that's just powerful. Man, I don't even know what to say to that. It's like what you guys are saying is just right key. I think that it is a journey of self-discovery. So you're constantly discovering, can I do this? It's like, yeah, let me try it to see if I can. And then you start finding out that you can do it, man. And so now, well, let me try a little bit more. And so I think that just what you were saying before too is having the little goals and then being successful at it, and then trying a little bit more, and then being more successful at it, because the more success that you have, the more you're going to start to see yourself as a success. The more confidence, like you were saying too, is what you're going to have. But at the same time too, the thing that I would caution you with is the struggle. If you don't meet your quote time frame, you don't do it in the time that you thought that you should have done it in, that's okay. Nobody really does it in the time frame that they think that they should have done it in. But the point is finishing it out. Whatever you start, finish. And if you have to struggle, and you will at parts of it, not the whole thing, but at parts of it, struggle is good, because that's where you have the most growth. The more resistance that you have, then the more resistance you push against it, you're going to break through that at some point in time. And when you break through, also celebrate those victories. Celebrate those victories big time. As much as you struggled, as much as you celebrate it just as much, right? And then go on to the next thing. But celebrate that victory, man. Celebrate it.
Absolutely. And just to add more and echo what Dr. Michael Houston said, is the way I interpret that is there is no success without struggle. So like that's how we get comfortable with the uncertainty of getting ready to approach college. It's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, everyone would do it. So there is going to be some struggle in there. And what did J. Cole say? There's beauty in the struggle. Beauty, beauty. There's beauty in the struggle. So now we're going to approach it with that mindset, like the struggle is going to be here. You know what? Let me show you what I'm actually made of, because I don't care how big you are, struggle. I really don't. I'm going to get to where I want to go. And that's up to me and only me. And it's not up to anyone else. We're not comparing ourselves to anyone along the journey. We're not doubting ourselves. We're only believing in ourselves as we move forward. And the goal eventually gets achieved, and just loving the process of it. And to your point too, AJ, how you said the little steps. Trust the process of progress. Every day, there's that little incremental change or step in the right direction that we are accomplishing. If it's 0.5% every day, you do the math, it's like 160% plus a year that we're better, trusting that process and just knowing that uncertainty is going to be tackled by you, because you already have the mindset of what you're going to get done. Set your goal, set your vision, and know that the uncertainty is going to be there along the journey, and be thankful for it and enjoy it. Incredible.
It's called replanting. And those are mental plants. I'll call it like that. So you're going to have your thoughts. You're going to say, hey, I'm speaking into an existence. This is, I am the head and not the tail. I am all of these. I'm great. I am, I'm above and not beneath. I am that I am. I'm all of these great things, right? But then there's that root thought that says, hey, look at where you come from. Are you smart enough? Look, you're not smart enough. You're not this. Those are some of those rooted thoughts. Those are some of those rooted mental challenges that you have to overcome. And so you tell yourself that surface thought, I am this, I am that. And then you got to go in and transform. You got to replant. You got to dig up those roots within your own mental thought processes and dig up that old root that says, nope, you're not. Nope, you're not. Look at this, look at that, which are all distractions. They're distractions mentally. And once you overcome those distractions, now you've replanted those old thoughts. You've gotten rid of those. You've pulled those out, and now you've planted who you really are into existence. And now you can bloom where you are truly planted, because now you're over that top. And now, what are you going to bloom into? And be hungry for that, because now that foundation that you have in that planting is nothing but greatness. Because you've overcome that struggle, you're going to come to another one, you're going to overcome that with success, and then the next one, and then the next one, and now you're going to see, as you stand back, the picture of this great bloom of who you are, the manifestation of who you are constantly becoming. You're becoming.